So yeah, it's gone out all on Twitter today. Breaking: Arsenal are set to sign Bitello from Grêmio this week. Oh, sorry, it's this week, not next week. It's this week. My bad. 8 million deal reports is from this Dimitri guy, um, from this Brazilian website as well. So pretty reliable, and it's in his own country. If I quickly go to his tweet, let's see if he actually tweeted it out. You can see it is in Brazilian. Um, yeah, Arsenal on the verge of signing Bitello from Grêmio. Yeah, Arsenal said sign Grêmio is going to be 8 million. It's all everyone's saying the same price tag. Let's have a look. Where was his actual tweet? Let's have a look. Arsenal look to sign Bitello from Grêmio this week for 8 million euros. Reports Dimitri. The journalist is really top source that I am told and close to the situation, so it looks like it will happen. Give Dimitri some support for the great scoop. So what did he actually say himself? Did he say it on like his own website? I'm trying to find this tweet where this Dimitri guy actually said it. 24th July. That was yesterday. Yeah, so look, it must be on his own website. But anyway, yeah, Bitello guys. Arsenal, this will be Arsenal's next signing, people. Is Bitello from Grêmio over there in Brazil. 8 million euros. And I'll be honest, I have no idea about this player. And I really wish I could sit here and tell you, oh yeah, what a signing. But I can't because I don't watch Brazilian League. I've never heard this guy in my life. Of course, I did make a video on him before, and we knew nothing about him then, and I still know nothing about him now. So I'm also going to go to his positions where he can play. We're going to look on transfer market. We're going to see about this player, guys. But if anyone does know a lot about this player, if you think it'd be a good signing for Arsenal, then let me know. End of the day, firstly, right? I mean, it's only 7 million. If it's 8 million euros, obviously, I don't know what the currency is, like the exchange rate, but it's only like what eight. Let's just say it's called 8 million euros. You know, it's not really a risk. It's only 8 million in it. You know, so I don't mind. You know, the price tag is fine. I don't mind us signing this guy because you know, if you go back to some Brazilians that we have signed, yeah, we signed some poor ones, but we have signed some really good ones from a Brazilian league. You know, yeah, we signed Pablo Mari, who you know was useless, but then we also signed Gabriel Martinelli, didn't we, from the Brazilian league? We signed Marquinhos, who still needs to prove himself. We looked at a few good signs, but yeah, we signed Marquinhos from the Brazilian league as well. Martinelli from the Brazilian league. Pablo Mari, yeah, we did sign from the Brazilian league as well. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Hopefully, this guy's another Gabriel Martinelli. You know, hopefully, this guy's another Gabriel Martinelli. I really hope he is. But we have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm going to search this guy's name. Bitello. I remember what happened. I remember I could never search him. He never came out on transfer markets. Let's see if it comes up today. Oh, here he is then. Here he is, Bitello. So he's 23. Yeah, that's right. So this guy's 23. This guy's more like an older Brazilian. You know, he's sort of like he's sort of like a late comer, isn't he? Because you think about it, all the Brazilians we signed, they're usually really young. Like Martinelli was like under 18, 18, 19, whatever it was. Marquinhos was like under, like I think he's 18, 19 as well. Like all the Brazilians we have signed, they've all been like young Brazilians, right? So this guy's a bit more experienced, you could say, a bit more older. Um, but yeah, let's talk about this guy then because he can play three positions. He can play on the right. He can play right winner. This guy can be a backup for Saka. This boy is on transfer market. Apparently, he can play right winner. He can play as a central midfielder as well, and also an attacking midfielder. So he can play in Odegaard's role. He can play in Smith Rowe's role. He can play as attacking midfielder. He can play, of course, centre mid. So he can play next to Thomas Partey. He can play next to Declan Rice as well. This guy's very versatile. Hence why I want the geezer from Brazil. 23 years old, as I said. He currently valued like 7 million on transfer market. Made 8 appearances in the Copa de Brasilia. Scored a goal, got on himself assist. In the actual Brazilian league, I think that was like a couple something. In the actual Brazilian league, he made 14 appearances. He scored 3 goals and has no assists. He got an assist in his phase final, and he got in the Campeonato Gaúcho 2023. He played 9 games, scored 3 goals, and got 2 assists so far. This is this season. I think they've already started this season, haven't they, in the Brazilian league? So this is it. So far, he's having a really good season over there in Brazil. If I go to his all seasons quickly, if I go to, that's right, isn't it? If I go to last season, let's have a look at how we did last season. Because I said the guy is 23. Show. Right, in terms of your injuries, you're not even that injury prone as well, which is always a good sign. And you know, I get it's a Brazilian league, right? He scored 9 goals last season in all competitions and got 3 assists. Mostly he's played right mid. He barely plays right wing, so him being a backup to Saka, I think is out of the question because the guy played because he barely plays right wing. You know, yeah. So him playing right wing, I don't see it. I don't see him being back up to Saka. But he mostly plays as a DM or a CM. So this guy is ideally going to be most likely. Well, actually, guys, I'm wrong. I was looking at last season. This season, I'm sorry, guys, I'm really wrong. This season, right? I was looking at 2022, 2023. He's played all these games as a right winger, pretty much, which is very interesting. So he moves about all the time for Grêmio. You know, he plays DM, right mids, right wing, AM as well. You know, Cam. Like this guy is everywhere. This guy is very versatile. So, you know, hence why of course we want the guy because it's all about the versatility. At the end of the day, I have no. It's for me. It's just one of those ones you take a gamble. If it pays off, it pays off. If it doesn't pay off, yeah, you know, you could sit there and say it's wasting money, but at the end of the day, it's 8 million. I'm not getting my knickers in the twist, guys. You know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna cry over us paying 8 million for this guy. If it works out, it works out. It's a masterclass, you could say, right? But if it doesn't, then yeah, of course, you know it's gonna be peak, but you know it is only 8 million. So I'm not too worried about this signing, and I think let's just hope he's like a hidden gem. You know, like let's hope Edu has a masterclass. He has a Brazilian connection and all that stuff. Let's hope he's another Martinelli or like another, Martinelli. And let's hope it's not someone like Pablo Mari who we signed from Flamengo a few years ago. So let's wait and see, guys, what happens this one. But yeah, this should be Arsenal's 4th signing. As I said, he's 23, so that's very interesting. But 8 million euros is a price tag. The deal should be done by. Obviously, when did they say this week? Right? Yeah, this week. So literally, this deal could be done in a few days, guys. We could have our 4th signing in Bitello. Of course, he wouldn't be my first choice midfielder. Of course, he wouldn't. I think this guy comes in for me as squad depth. I think this guy is definitely part of squad depth. I don't see him breaking into Arsenal squad straight away. I think, yeah, he's 23. Yeah, he may have the experience, but at the end of the day, he ain't coming in over players like Partey. He ain't coming over players like Declan Rice. He ain't even coming over players like Jorginho. And El Neni, is he better than El Neni? I don't know. That could be a debate. We have to wait and see. You know, he needs to prove himself first before he comes into our squad. So yeah, look, I don't know. No, I'll be honest. I don't know nothing about this guy. What I've just found out, obviously, that he can play as a right winger. He's been playing most this season as playing on the right wing. Could he be back up with Saka? I don't know. I don't know how quick he is. Could he be quick? I don't know because I haven't watched the guy. But he can play Cam as well, DM, you know, centre mid and all that stuff. He's 23, plays for Grêmio over there in Brazil. If there is any Brazilian people, so if there's any Grêmio fans, are you happy that he's going? Are you gutted that you're going to sell him? You know, is he that important to your squad? I mean, he does play quite a lot for them, which I should presume because he's not young. He is 23, sort of like an older Brazilian, even though he's 23 still classes a very young age in terms of football. In terms of real life as well, I guess. But no, look, for me, guys, we have to wait and see what happens with this signing, innit? I think I ain't gonna call it a good signing yet because I just think this is a gamble. Is it risky? It's only 8 million on the line. You know, say if it was a bit like 15, say it was like Fabio Vieira money on the line, like 35 million. Yeah, then I'll be a bit panicking. You know what I mean? But it's only 8 million. You know, so it's not that much. Let's just hope he works out, and let's hope he doesn't, come in and go for because we've had that in the past where we sign players and they've just they've just been woeful. So let's just hope this one's similar to Gabriel Martinelli. Anyway, you know, Gem. Nobody knew Gabriel Martinelli, did we? You know, nobody knew. I mean, we signed Gabriel Martinelli from Intuano. I think there's like Brazilian C or whatever. I swear they was in the third division of Brazil or second division or whatever. I think they got relegated from second division or something like that, right? And we signed Gabriel Martinelli. Like, it was like, who the hell is this kid? Yeah, I get he was younger than Bitello, but yeah, it was like, who the hell is this guy? Now look how now he's one of our best players. So look, yeah, you know, Edu loves his Brazilian connection. You know, the Brazilian Revolution is back. You know, he loves all that. So I'm not surprised that we're going in for another Brazilian because every single window we love a Brazilian. Every single window. You know, last window is Gabriel Jesus, more proven, more, you know, what we know about a Brazilian is Jesus. He played for Man City. He's been in Premier League. We knew a lot about Jesus when he first came to Arsenal. Yeah, but yeah, then you have Marquinhos as well from Brazil, who's another Brazilian who's like, yeah, plays for, I think, Sao Paulo, 18 years of age, very, very highly rated, high potential. Again, that's what he loves. You know, season before that, we signed, obviously, what was that season? Trying to wrap my head around it. I'm trying to think. Who did we sign up? We signed another Brazilian, didn't we? I swear. When we finished fifth that season, I'm trying to think. The same season we signed Ramsdale, guys. We signed another Brazilian. I swear we did, or did we not? I can't remember. But look, the point is, we've got a lot of Brazilians. Like you know, Gabriel, our centre back's Brazilian. You know, Edu signed him as well, didn't he? We had David Luiz at one point. I know he's been everywhere, but again, he's Brazilian. We had Willian at one point. Yeah, Willian, guys. Remember that? Willian, yeah. But yeah, look, in the day, it's not one of these typical Brazilians that I do love to sign, you know, Brazilian Revolution and all that stuff. Let's hope it works out, innit? Let's hope it works out. And as I said, I'm going to have to watch more of this guy. Yeah, I've been watching a few clips of this guy, but as I said, you can't, like, clips to clips, man. You can't really go off, you can't really base your football off clips. You've got, for me, how I judge a player is for me to watch the full game of them, first of all, and I haven't done that with this guy. It's for me to watch these players over a long period of time instead of watching these YouTube clips. You know, yeah, it makes them look so cool. You know, oh, Brazilian, typical Brazilian, skillful, you know, all that stuff. But you know, I want to see this guy defend. You know, wherever he does play, it'd be interesting to see where we do sign this guy, where he actually comes in, and is he going to be back up to Saka? Because he, as it said here, he's been, you know, he's played what. So this season, the majority of games he's played is on the right wing for Grêmio. I don't know what formation they play, but for the majority of the games he's played this season, he's always on the right wing. Last season he was always as a DM, but now he's gone from DM to AM to now right wing. He's playing most of his games on the right wing. Then he goes back to DM. I don't get this. I don't get this, man. Yeah, literally. He started this season at DM. Then he went to right wing. He stayed at right wing for a little bit. Went back to DM. Then he went back to AM. Then he went right wing. This guy's everywhere, isn't it? This guy's actually everywhere. He plays everywhere. So, look, I don't know a lot about this guy, to be honest. As I said, look, Grêmio are a decent club, I'm pretty sure, in Brazil as well. They're a very big club in Brazil as well. When I think of Brazilian league, name me teams in Brazilian league, I always think of Grêmio. I always think of like Santos, because that's where that name on that comes from. I always think of, I don't know, like Sao Paulo, Flamengo. I don't know who else, but yeah, I always think of Grêmio as well because I don't know. In terms of, I don't know. Obviously, I don't watch Brazilian league, so I don't know a lot about this guy. But the same with Gabriel Martinelli, guys. We didn't know anything about Gabriel Martinelli, and then look what happens. We got proved wrong, didn't we? Yeah, I just think this guy's going to come in as squad depth. As squad depth, I definitely think this guy's going to come in as squad depth, guys. Simple as that. I don't see him breaking into the squad. I mean, who knows if he trains better than them? If he's like a wonder kid or whatever, you can't really call him wonder kid because he's 23. So it's interesting how we're going with a 23-year-old Brazilian because as I said before, we usually go with like